Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Anna and today I'm going to deliver, as if I'm some psychological guru, many different tricks that you can use to build attraction. This will work amazingly well if you are trying to raise the stakes with that crush so they like you more, or perhaps you want to just build a bit more attraction with your current relationship. This will also work, keep some things in mind on a romantic measure, but it will work with your friends and your family as well to keep them engaged to what you have to say. And if you are ready, don't move an inch. Stay tuned. Meaningful eye contact. It's so powerful. This will make the other person feel like you care, and when you can hold that strong gaze, it gives you that power. It gives the impression as well that you are really excited about that person. You enjoy everything that they have to say and truly appreciate their time. When a person senses that you do have the time for them and that you can give them your full, undivided attention, they are more likely to build attraction to you, my friend. Share an experience together. You need to find a common interest with that special person and turn it into a shared experience. It could be anything from binging your favorite movies together to even attending an activity class about that thing that you both like. Being able to engage on a physical level with that person, it allows many opportunities to build attraction through laughing, touch, and lots of smiling. Take this with caution. Don't use it to your advantage and be creepy, but be around them as much as you can. Now, it's obvious you never truly know someone until both of the walls come down, your walls and their walls, and you can both open up and be vulnerable with each other. So make it your mission to upgrade the text to the calls, upgrade the video calls to then meeting in person. You need to really be aiming for meeting up with that person as soon as you can, and as often as you can, to have the best chance of building attraction. Create inside jokes. One of the best things about relationships, it's got to be those inside jokes that we both have, right? It's phenomenal. It's so good. Everything from giving them a nickname to teasing them in a playful, flirty manner. This gives them direct attention and, as we know, quickly builds attraction. Say their name often in your conversations, exactly like Destiny's Child has told you previously in their songs. You need to be using that person's name several times in conversations. Now, this shows that you are giving them that direct attention, which is what they yearn for, and it's something that, have a think about it. We tend to find it quite awkward, don't we, to start using people's names in conversations when we don't quite know them very well. But when you overcome that barrier and you let that other person know that you are comfortable to talk about them to their face and obviously include their name in the conversation, that person will see you as a lot nicer, more confident, very charismatic, and they will think, I can build a liking to them. Wear the colour red. There's something said that scientifically the colour red can build a sexual energy that really drives people to ramp up the attraction building process. So if you get the chance to wear red lipstick or a red t-shirt, this is a must. Show off your confidence. Confidence is a huge attraction skill that, it really does separate the other attractive people from the not so attractive people. And that's just based on confidence. So if you do want to stand out from that crowd of people, you need to find a way to show off your confidence. But don't worry, I am not telling you to go out there and perform juggling tricks as if you recite the alphabet backwards whilst you impress every single person in the room. Confidence means you know who you are and what you enjoy. It literally means you can find something that you are majorly interested in and talk about it. And having that passionate discussion about the thing you enjoy, it lets that other person know that you have this confidence to talk about something, and it obviously shows off your expertise too. Give them a unique compliment. Give the other person a compliment about something that you know is going to leave a long-lasting impression. So instead of going in for the usual, you are very attractive, you have a great smile, your eyes are just incredible. Opt for something different, something which shows you have put a little bit more thought into their overall persona and character. For example, if you notice they are bilingual, you can compliment them and say, wow, that's amazing. I'm so impressed that you can speak 2 languages when I can just kind of manage just the one. Hang out in a group. This is better known as the cheerleader effect, and it basically means that our perception of someone is vastly different depending if they are on their own or surrounded by others in a group. So, psychology makes us believe that people are more attractive when they are surrounded by a group of people that they are getting along with, which, let's think about it, it makes sense, because if we relate this back to caveman times, it shows that someone is socially intelligent and is able to keep up those high quality social attributes to those around them. Whereas if you were a sad, lonely caveman, well, let's face it, you aren't really given a great potential to those around you. Maybe you're a bad hunter and you were casted out. Maybe you aren't so good at picking up those berries, you get in the poisonous ones. Or there's just something about you that people don't seem to like. This is brilliant. Ask them to do you a favour. Now, this sounds very bizarre, I know, but it is probably my favourite tip of the whole video. And in a very strange, bizarre way, it builds attraction so well. It's actually known as the Benjamin Franklin effect, and it's a psychological phenomenon. We believe that we actually like someone more if we have done a favour for them. So if you haven't quite plucked up the courage to talk to someone that you fancy, perhaps walk over to them and say, hey, could you just do me a small favour? Could you just text this number as my phone has died and I just want to tell this person that I will be back before 6 p.m. And obviously this could even be your own phone number, and then hopefully, providing you guys have built up a nice connection, well, that person already has your mobile phone number. Another fantastic psychological trick is to mirror their gestures. On a psychological but very subtle subconscious level, we actually naturally mirror the gestures of those that we have created a close bond with. So let's take, for example, when you are sat in a room with your family members or very close friends. You probably all notice that you will all cross your legs in a certain way. Perhaps you sit with your arm up on the sofa board, kind of like this. You're all doing the same position. And when you recognize it, it makes you think, wow, what a great bond we have between us. So use this to your advantage on your crush. All you have to do is naturally mirror their own gestures. If they wear glasses and they take them off to rub off, say, a little smear on the lens, you do the same. If they have a drink, you take a sip of yours. If they clear their throat, you do the same. Reveal some of your own vulnerabilities. Being able to open up to someone and explain that you do have some flaws and that you are very aware of your own weaknesses and you are working on them, may I add. It shows that you are just a normal person, and this helps that other person to relax. So there's something so amazing, isn't there, knowing that the potential person you fancy isn't perfect on every single level. You are basically just reinforcing that you are indeed a human that has weaknesses, you are aware of them, and admitting you have these weaknesses provides that humble feeling which makes you a lot more attractive. Let them talk about themselves. Brilliant for first dates. If you can let that other person feel that they are very comfortable to open up around you and just to keep talking about their life stories, it makes them think that you are very interested in what they have to say, and it builds a nice bit of attraction for you, and you're just sitting there listening to them. So when they do speak and they are giving you a story, you have to make sure you are actively listening. So really do pay attention. Nod your head, give those verbal cues, and prompt them to explain a little bit more about that story. One of the best ways to attract someone that you don't really know is to ask them some brain-ticking questions. It builds a nice, interesting, charismatic charm and makes people question your curiosity and they want to get to know you more. Simply just ask, hey, what was the most exciting thing that you did this weekend? Now, by using words such as exciting and fun in your questions, it makes that person associate you to those good words. Plus, there is nothing more mundane and boring than answering the question, how was your weekend? Yeah, Tom, it was great. Same as every weekend. If you are struggling with some questions to ask your crush, then do not worry. We have many videos dedicated to questions that you can ask so that you can break the ice and you can build an amazing relationship with your crush. Have a conversation with someone else. And yes, you heard that right. Now, I'm not saying that you need to avoid the person that you are trying to build a conversation with and just walk off and talk to somebody else. You need to show you have a social intelligence and you are able to adapt in any social situation. So let's say, for example, you guys are at a work cafeteria. You're both sat down eating your lunch and there's a cleaner. She comes over and maybe cleans the table or the one next to you. This is a perfect moment to greet the cleaner, ask her how she is and how her day was, and have that nice bit of small talk. And this shows your crush that you are able to have a conversation, well, with pretty much anyone, which will boost up your confidence. And the more people your crush can see that's talking to you, the more attractive you have. Everybody wants to date someone that has high social intelligence because it is uber attractive. Describe other people in a good, positive way. No matter who you are talking about in the conversations when you are with your crush, make sure you do not badmouth that person. Even if you both share the same toxic boss and you both know how annoying this person is, be mindful with how you describe that person. Psychologically, people will associate those negative thoughts of your boss with you. So naturally, your crush could associate you to those negative words that you said. So instead, if you are talking about a bad, toxic situation with your crush, try to summarize it with the silver lining underneath that actual statement. For example, yeah, the boss, he can be a bit of a pain at times, but you know what? Isn't he brilliant at always getting our holiday requests sorted? And there we go, we've reached the end of the video. If you want to binge some more, click right here. Or if you want to get your name up on our super fan board, then all you have to do is be a member of our Joyanima monthly membership. Details will be down below. Like and subscribe. See you soon.